So Dele Alli made his much anticipated debut for Como over in Italy this weekend, but it's fair to say that his first professional football match in over 2 years did not go to plan at all. He came on as a sub late in the game and then he left the field early. He went for an early bath or an early shower or whatever kind of washing facilities they had at the stadium in question, because he got sent off. He got a red card in the short amount of time that he was on the field. And I've got to laugh because honestly, it's pretty terrible, to be honest. And we all know what Dele's been through. We've all seen that interview with Gary Neville, and obviously that is absolutely horrific, and you wouldn't wish it on even your worst enemy. What he had to go through is deplorable, and that should never happen. Simple as that. But from a purely footballing point of view, we were hoping that he'd go to Como and kind of, re-energize and reinvigorate, restart his career over in a different country, less of a spotlight on him. But yeah, the spotlight's very much on him after that. Because he's not going to appear in another football match for a little bit because he's going to be banned for that red card. But let's just go over what's happened here, guys, because like I said, I heard about this, but I've not actually seen the game. But I do have this handy article here from ESPN over in Australia. So, good day, and thank you very much for producing this. But yeah, let me just read out what happened here because, like I said, embarrassing. As Mikel Arteta would probably say, embarrassing. Not very good at all. Dele Alli's first professional football match in 748 days lasted just 9 minutes as he was shown a straight red card for a foul on Ruben Loftus-Cheek shortly after coming off the bench to make his Como debut. Alli was initially shown a yellow card which was upgraded to a red card after a VAR check during stoppage time of Como's 2-1 defeat against AC Milan. His former Tottenham Hotspur teammate Kyle Walker, who now plays for Milan, appeared to join the Como players in pleading with the referee not to send Alli off. Fair play to Walker, you don't see that very often. Como coach Cesc Fabregas was sent off after expressing his frustration with the referee in the minutes after the Alli dismissal, but he offered no excuses for the attacking midfielder. Dele Alli is a goal scorer. I tried to give him an opportunity. A serious mistake by an experienced player. Clear red. He left the team at a time when it could have made it 2-2, Fabregas told DAZN after the game. The 28-year-old joined Como on an 18-month deal in January with an option to extend for an additional year. Saturday was his first game since playing for Turkish side Beşiktaş in February 2023. Alli was one of English football's biggest talents, a member of the England team that reached the World Cup semi-finals in 2018 and a star of Mauricio Pochettino's young Tottenham side that reached the Champions League final in 2019. However, his career derailed in recent years and he spent 6 weeks in rehab in the United States in 2023 in a bid to deal with mental health problems stemming from a traumatic childhood and after getting addicted to sleeping pills. Alli did not play at all last season for Everton before his contract expired in the summer. His last appearance for Beşiktaş during a loan spell in the previous campaign. Alli began training with Como at the end of last year and impressed Fabregas enough to earn himself a contract with the team. I know it might seem hard to believe now, but genuinely, for people who were around at that time, Dele Alli was honestly one of the brightest talents coming through in the England setup. You think about some of the players that were coming through at that time that were establishing themselves, Gareth Southgate's young lions, he was very much one of them. He absolutely was. It did seem for all the world as though he could well be, up there with Harry Kane in terms of, the contribution to the national team. It would have been Alli feeding goals into Kane and we would have won the World Cup and the Euros and everything like that. And it's not quite worked out for England that way, nor has it worked out for Alli either. I hope, honestly, in all seriousness, like I keep saying, I hope he resurrects his career. I hope he becomes a success over in Italy. I haven't seen the foul myself and I can't show you the foul even if I had seen it. But, when the manager of the player of the team that has been given a red card agrees that it's 100% a red card, it's 100% a red card. I can't really add anything more to it at that point. So, yeah, I feel for him. It was just a rash and rookie mistake, pretty poor of him to do that. For someone who is still relatively young as well, 28 years old, I think the article said he is. So, he's got time, and he's got he's got all of next season as well in his contracts, as well as the remainder of this season too. So, I hope he does well. But yeah, it's the only way really is up at this point for Alli. You can't get much worse than that, getting sent off when you come on as a sub, when you're meant to turn the great game in your favour and you pretty much ruin all hope of that. But Como, you know, they are doing well over in Italy. You know, I think they're up in like 13th, 14th place. They were bordering on the relegation zone before, but in their first season in Serie A in a long time, they look like they're going to stay up, I would say. So I reckon next season he'll be in Serie A playing against the big boys again. So best of luck to him over there in Italy.